Yeah.
So, Daddy.
Who's that, Jackson? Yeah, chat.
Oh, he can't hear you.
I had to use my.
Oh,
Here we go live. They
hey,
done updated this thing.
hey.
Okay.
Back this
I got you. Hi, everyone. Please like and share as you are joining. Say hello, please.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
What is my phone is acting crazy? Okay, there you go.
All right. So once you add me, once you tag me on Facebook, I'll go ahead and post it.
Gotcha.
started recording.
Yes, baby. What you need?
Do we got bread?
Look in there and see. No, just let me do it, okay?
No, right now.
Okay, go ahead, Katie. All right, shut the door. These kids they gonna show their butts tonight. I already see it.
Okay. There we
All right, y'all, please like, share. We're gonna have some very good information tonight that y'all do not want to miss. I'm excited. I can't wait because hopefully I could be a millionaire by November the 30th.
we can shoot for maybe next year.
No, November the 30th this year is what I'm shooting for.
But no, you never know. You might win the lottery.
You know,
Your
you never
chances
know.
are always there.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's see, Chastity.
It might help if I unmute. All right, we're gonna play the intro and get started. All right, here we go.
Ooh, welcome to Occasionally Posh, where we enjoy life, laughs, and shenanigans. I am your girl, Miss Chassie B.
And I'm Sunshine. I can't with her. Welcome to another episode. We hope you guys enjoy it. Please do us a favor, share this live, comment, say hello, let us know you're here, etc. etc. We already got Yolanda on saying hello, ladies. Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
girl.
Welcome.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have a guest on tonight. We're gonna go ahead and let her introduce herself. Tell a little bit about whatever you want to know about you. Go for it.
Hi everyone. I'm Mimi, and I am a real estate investor, and I have a 3-year-old daughter. I'm based here in Raleigh, Durham, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We got an amazing topic tonight. We can't wait to learn all these good nuggets and such and such. Tiara said, hey, Tiara.
Hey, T.
Tiara.
Mm. All right, we always start with a foreplay, and I always get nervous when she says she got a story. But Chastity B got a story. Here we go.
So it's not really a story. It's more of a people get on my nerves and they can kiss my ass for the most part. So this weekend I went out on the town. I went to a adult recess thing by myself, and then on my way there I got invited to a concert. So the next day I wake up to a DM from somebody telling me It looks like you had a good time, but you need to settle down and find a good male role model for your kids.
Wow.
And I had to do that same look and I said that same wow. Because I'm like, first of all, who are you to tell me that? Number one. Number two, you obviously do not know me or my kids because I try to surround my kids around a whole bunch of positive male figures, whether it's their sports coaches. They go to a school that is predominantly taught by there's a lot of black male teachers there. So my kids, they are constantly in contact with black male figures. I try to find mentors out in the community to let them be around that's going to teach them positive things and all this kind of stuff. I go out 2 times a month out of the 30 days that is in a month. I go out for 2. And I don't even do a whole 24 hours. I'm probably gone from my kids maybe 8 hours every time. And every time I come back home to them. So for anybody that has anything to say about any woman, whenever she is outside having a good time, y'all need to shut up, mind your business, and kiss our asses.
I was about to say amen, but it might not be right. But yeah, it's the audacity for me. Like to me, you didn't even have to explain all that. It ain't none of their business.
Right. I mean, I didn't, but I just wanted them to know, like, I'm at all of my kids' games. I don't miss any of their games. I do a lot for my kids. I do a lot more than a lot of people that I know even think about doing for their kids. And I'm not saying that I'm any better, but don't sit here and act like just because I don't have a man in my life that my kids don't have positive role models in their life. Like that just doesn't make sense. And what do you want me to do? Sit in the house and wish upon a star for a man? Mm-hmm. Or wake up from my dreams and be like, oh, that was the man of my dreams, and then he's in my bed? No, I have to go outside and communicate with people and get to know new people, find new people. Unless you want me on the side of the corner begging somebody, will you please be my husband so that you can be a positive role model in my kid's life?
The deal.
What do you want? What do you want from me? I feel like Tyrese.
Don't do that. What do you want? Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't understand people, and I don't understand why they feel like they have to have a say in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't something happened. Did your mic change or something?
My mic changed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I loud?
Uh-huh. But yeah. I don't know. 2 Socks Production. Say hello, everyone.
Hi. Welcome.
And Yolanda said, I know you went off. Did you go off?
Hold on, I'm loud. I don't want to be too loud. Am I still loud?
I think you're okay. You know, I always worry about my voice.
That's good.
It's so soft.
That's better. I can't hear you at all. Technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I did go off. I cussed her out and I blocked her. But I unfriended her, but I'm gonna send another friend request because baby, I got something for you in December that's gonna really piss you off.
Lord Jesus. All right. Tara said you should have told them to cash app you for wasting your time in inbox like that. I know that's right. I know that is right. What would you do, Mimi, if somebody had the audacity to message you something like that?
Well, nowadays, I probably would just ignore it, but the old me probably would have had something to say. But you know, as mothers, we have to find that balance. You should go out and enjoy yourself and live your life. We're not meant to be here and put on this earth just to mother every single day. So live your life, enjoy it. Chastity, I travel a whole lot, and I am better when I come back to my daughter after vacation, and I can get a lot of more things done.
Right. Everybody need that mental break, and especially us women. I know I ain't trying to take away from men by no means, but us women, our brain is always going about something.
These are facts. Yeah.
Always. We thinking about the morning, the evening, and the night before y'all even woke up. so we need that break. We definitely need that break. All right, I got just 2 short videos for my foreplay. Just 2 short ones, okay? I got the funeral and then I got the song selection at the funeral. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
So what would y'all do if y'all was at the funeral and you seen this?
Need my money back and forth.
I would be laughing. I'm so sorry.
For those of you that listen later, they was carrying the casket outside and the bottom of the casket fell out and the body rolled down the hill.
Oh my God.
All right, and this is the song selection at the funeral. Okay, you gotta have a song selection, right?
We gon' praise him tonight. I feel alright. I'm still alive. Hey, we gonna magnify his name. He never changed. He remains the same. Hey, just lift your hands and clap your hands and stomp your feet and give him glory. I feel like giving him praise. Hallelujah. Each and every day. We're gonna praise him tonight. Hallelujah.
I love it.
I had to make it light after your story. Ooh, God must have knew. Nah.
Every time I'm in church, they be like, give God a praise. I'm like, we're going to give him a praise.
Oh man. Tierra said the old me would post it on Facebook with a screenshot. The new me would definitely post it subliminally. So you gonna post it either way. Is what you saying? What I got out of it.
I started to screenshot it. I started to, but I was like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah,
It
it ain't worth it. She said it was a song in the background. Did y'all hear the song in the background talking about give my money back? Then she said that's kind of lit though. Praise him. It is kind of lit though. You ain't gonna lie. We hear ourselves. Is that you, Mimi?
That's okay. I was trying to share it to my Facebook, but it's still it's not doing it, but it's okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna get started on the topic. Chassie B invited Miss Mimi on to talk about business and ownership and things of that nature. So we're gonna get started. And as y'all will watch along, if you have any questions or any comments, please comment along with us, and we're just gonna have a good discussion. All right. So for people that don't know you, what type of business do you own? I think you already said it. And then what made you start that particular business?
So I own a 3-part business. I am a real estate investor, and my company is M&M Signature Homes. I'm also a landlord, and I'm also a project manager. So both of those businesses are what creates M&M Signature Homes. And so I actually invest in mobile homes currently. I will be expanding my business, but currently I have 6 mobile homes that I invested in just this year in 2022. And what made me start this business? Truly, I wanted to invest in real estate for many, many years, and I really didn't know much about it. So I spent most of my time in 2021 and over the pandemic really researching and trying to figure out what business would be a good fit for me. At the beginning of the pandemic, I started a soft play business, and that was like, it was not a good time to start that business. And so I said, okay, well, let me try something else. So I got my hands into this business, and it is really flourishing right now, and I'm just so thankful. What made me really get started in it is my daughter. Really having that generational wealth, leaving a legacy is what my focus has been. And that's what really pushes me each and every day to get my business to where I really want it to be.
Mm, that's good. That's good. So tell the people how you started it. So I know you say you had a business before. So how did you start this this business? Sorry.
So I'm from a small town, Roxborough, North Carolina, and most of the homes there, a good amount of them are mobile homes, modular homes. For people that may decide to build their homes, they may get their own land and they would buy the home from Clayton Homes. Um, Now, how I got into the industry is I was thinking, like, okay, what is the best way to make residual income in my sleep?
Mm,
And I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I can do several different things. I tried to tap into the cleaning business sector and the soft play sector, but all of those would be me actually physically using my body to go out, using my time being away from my daughter. And so I thought about investing. Now, there's different types of investing. And in my realm, I'm a real estate investor. And so, with that being said, I buy the home. Can you guys hear me? I know it's kind of like
yeah. Chastity over there doing something.
Sorry.
it's okay. I buy the mobile homes free and clear, and so what that means is that I actually seek the mobile homes. I look for them. Sometimes I have people like Chastity that will bring me deals, and so I really appreciate that. But when I do find homes, I am looking for a certain type of home with a certain type of look because what I'm going to do is upgrade them. I rehab them, I flip them. So they're bought to me and they may be in not the best condition. And what I do is I hire a team, which I have a whole team of people that can help me flip my projects and get them done. And so when I began looking at how much investing I could get into, I wanted to have a low impact investment for my first one. So with the mobile homes, you can get a project done within about 30 days with the way my timelines are set up in my crew. And so I wrote out my timelines. I thought about all the materials that I needed to proceed and to finish the job from point A to point B. And then once I had all of those things together, I started to hire my contractors. So you have a contractor that could do roofing. You have a contractor that's doing plumbing. You have a contractor that can sometimes do everything all in one setting. And I prefer those as opposed to a single subcontractor.
Mm,
So once you get your team together, you are ready to rock and roll. You need everybody in a tight knit timeline so that you can get your project done. Either you want to flip it and sell it, flip it and rent it out, flip it and hold on to it for many years, and then that way you become a landlord. So it's so many options to investing, and those are just the high level ones.
got you. Got you.
Good.
Got you. So so if somebody wants to be in this business and investing in mobile homes or investing in real estate, but don't know anything about it, I know you have to I'm guessing you are a real researcher, so you probably went through and took the exam and everything, but that still doesn't really tell you like the logistics of how to do what you do. So what advice would you give someone that wants to kind of delve into this?
If someone is at the stage currently learning and educating themselves about real estate investing, what I recommend, number one, is that they start building their business credit while they are learning how to get into investing. I so all of my projects I have purchased free and clear, meaning it was my own money, and I own them. So the bank
Mm,
does not own them. It's not owned by, an angel investor or someone else. I own them free and clear. But what I would recommend is going forward, if someone was to ask me how to go about it, I would say while you are learning the process of investing, learning about the materials, learning about how the soft spots look in a home, if you need to replace the roofing or the flooring, knowing all of those things and learning that, but also in parallel, working on your personal credit, working on your business credit, get your funding up so that you can use other people's money.
So how do you work on your business credit? Because I hear that a lot, but I never really know what do you do to work on your business credit? Like what
Okay,
steps do
so
you take?
that's a good question. So first, you definitely want to make sure that you incorporate your business at the North Carolina state website. And for those people that may have questions about that, I can kind of dig into that a little bit later. But you want to incorporate your business. And then next, you want to have a few things in order to get prepared for funding. You want to make sure that your address is correct. You don't want to use a home address. You want to make sure that when you do set the telephone number up, that it's like a 1-800 number instead of like 919, like a local Sprint number. You want to make sure that it's a business phone number on a business line. You want to have a visual website, something that if you get funding, the bank is going to go and research all of these things about you. And you want to look credible. And so really also having your personal credit together. I know you asked me about business, but if it's a large amount of funding, they are going to look at your personal credit. And that is called personal guarantee. So for your business structure, after you've done those few things to get your business set up, you want to make sure that you have your EIN number, which is equivalent to a Social Security number. That is your business Social Security number. It is so important that you do not miss that step. And you also want to get a Duns and Bradstreet number. Now, with the Duns and Bradstreet number, you will then start working on your business credit and building it up. With the Duns and Bradstreet, you'll get net 30 accounts. And what that pretty much means is you'll work with companies like Uline, Granger for the first 1 to 3 months. You'll work with them. You'll maybe buy something for like $100. You'll pay it off within maybe 10 to 15 days of the statement that you receive. And then what's going to happen is after 30 days, you're going to start seeing that they have invoiced you. Okay, let me know if I lost you guys.
You
I know
kind of lost me.
okay. I know it's a lot.
It's a lot of steps. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So
but,
okay, so that's from the Duns. Say that Duns and wait.
so you're gonna obtain your EIN number,
Uh-huh.
and then the second number that you're gonna obtain is your Duns and your Bradstreet number.
Okay.
And your Duns and Bradstreet, now they said they're gonna do away with it, but currently they have not. So your Duns and Bradstreet is gonna be tied to the net 30 accounts, and that's how you're gonna be able to build your credit up on the more slow end. So there is several different business credit tiers, and you can go all the way up to like tier 10, but the first few tiers are very important. So you're going to get cards like Lowe's, Home Depot, gas cards. You're going to start applying for those for the first maybe 1 to 6 months. Those are the type of cards you're going to get. And I want you to be using them when you get them. You know, it's money that you can utilize. And so for me, I use them for my business. You know, I buy material, I get, you know, if I'm running up to Lexington to my rentals, I'll put in gas or whatever, but it's not much. You want to be able to pay it back when you do get the, you know, business credit.
Got you.
I got you now. I was a little lost. I was like, wait, what? But I get it. It's something I'm gonna have to research a little bit more just to like, you know, understand it a little bit more. But I get what you're saying. So like with those, it's more like kind of like a secured credit card if you want to think of it in a different way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once you've been with, you know, once you show and have invoices for about, you know, maybe 3 to 6 months, then you'll start getting bigger credit cards from places like American Express, Navy Federal, Chase Business. Like all of those people will look at you then and say, okay, well, if they can manage and they've paid off their invoices in a timely manner, we'll go ahead and, you know, give them some business credit. And then there's other hacks too that I could kind of discuss with you guys on another call. But it's so many different ways around building your business credit. But if you already have good personal credit, you do not have to go through those steps of building the business credit. You could just go to the bank and say, hey, I have my business incorporated. Here is my paperwork. I would like to apply for a $100,000 loan.
Mm,
Now, what they're going to do is look at your personal credit. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking
right,
about funding.
right. And what do you have, like, do you know the number of a credit score if you are trying to get a business loan, what they are looking for?
For business loan, you probably need to be above the 700s, like
Mm,
750 is a good like amount, I would say.
got you. I think you already went through this, but
Right.
what are some key things to know before deciding on ownership? So I guess from you
Um,
already talked about the financial things about knowing, but what's some things that you learned along the way that kind of you wish you would have known, like, from the beginning?
Um, yes, definitely the business credit side, and making sure that you grow your business. Something that I am learning now, and I've, kind of been doing my research because I have a few major projects that I'm going to be launching next year. And I will not be using my own money. I'm going to be using other people's money.
Mm,
And so, with that being said, I'm probably going to use a private money lender. In this way, I have no money going in and I'm actually going to get money coming out.
mm,
Okay. So that's going to be a win on my end. And then, there's other ways that you can fund your deal as well. But knowing what your funding sources are, knowing about the state of the home before you buy it, knowing you can bring your general contractor, your handyman with you, but as the owner and operator of a business, you need to know those things too. You need to know if it's a hole in the floor, is this repairable, or do I have to take up the entire floor? You need to know that for yourself.
right.
For one, because as women, we do not want people to get over on us. So
Mhm.
that's just something that I've learned along the way. Knowing what the job is before they even tell you. So in my head, I already know how much it may take or how much it may cost for me to flip a home, how much the
Mm,
material are before they tell me, so I know these type of things in the back of my head. So knowing about your timelines too, knowing how long it's going to take them to complete a job, and what are some of the key things. Those are the very high level key things before deciding to go into this type of ownership, is knowing what you're getting your hands into.
right.
Sometimes you may have to do a little bit of work. You may have to paint, you may have to knock some walls down. So just be prepared for some of those things if your handyman just decides to leave you.
Right. And also don't invest in some property just because it's a good deal.
Exactly. So that's a great point. So definitely assess the deal. I'm a real estate investor, not a real estate agent. So those are two different things. I invest in deals that are a good fit for me. And I flip them. I make my money off of the deal. And then sometimes, depending on the type of the home, I rent it out to people. And so I am looking for the best deals that have, not it's a lot of work for somebody that is not in this industry. They look at my homes and they're like, "Ooh, I could never do that." I mean, Chastity's probably seen some of my pictures, but some of the homes are tore up and I make them beautiful. I make them
Yeah.
beautiful. Um, and
I was
I'm
like,
on
I don't
my
know how in the world she gonna fix that house. And then I go back and look and see the picture. I'm like, that don't even look like the same place.
So just knowing, having that knowledge and knowledge that no one can ever take from you. The groundwork that it takes, so that people won't get over on you. Because in this industry, I'm learning that, I'm making ground for Black women as well in the industry. There is not a lot of women that do investing like this, and so I do want to shine light that it can be done, and you just gotta really work at it, educate yourself on what you're getting into, and
Mhm.
really focus on your ultimate goal and, not focusing all about the money, because
Right.
it's more than just the money.
Yeah. Just to go to the comments real quick. Julia said, "Hey y'all, just checking in. Hey,
Hey,
Julie.
welcome.
Two Socks Production said, yes, residual income. This is
Yes.
so good. Thank you for having this segment. No
Thank you
problem.
so much for joining.
Yes.
Hunter Morgan says, Mimi on the prowl for them FSBO. What's FSBO for us eating the food?
So this is one of my partners in the field. This guy here, Mr. Hunter, he got a lot of history. I always connecting with him. So if you guys ever need some help in the Triad area, then he can definitely help you.
Mhm.
Okay. All
What's
right.
FSBO?
Who knows? I'm gonna have to Google that.
She was like, look, I was trying to act like I knew without knowing. You done called
Just
me out.
connect y'all with him if you want to know.
But I don't know.
Mr. Morgan, what's FSBO for us ignorant folks? Okay. For us ignorant folks. So I feel like you touching everything, all the questions
Right.
without
Every time I
even
have a
asking.
question, she answers it. I be like, ooh, I'm gonna ask this, and then she be like,
Right.
oh, and this. I'm like, dang, that was my question.
But is there any other mistakes that you made that you would give advice against, or if somebody asks like what not to do, what advice would you give on what absolutely not to do?
Oh yes. Yes. So in buying a mobile home, you want to always make sure that you have the title for the mobile home. I have bought mobile homes where I wrote up a bill of sale. I will not do that again. Because you run into things and you find that people may not be very truthful about if there is still a lien on the home and things like that. If the home is a certain age, sometimes I run into it where a lot of people say, oh, I don't have the title. But then I get down to the title company and you have a lien or an outstanding balance. I can't do anything with that home. I'm not gonna, I can't do
Right.
anything with it. And I don't want to be responsible for your remaining balance if I've already paid for the home and it's supposed to be free and clear. So always make sure that you get the title for the home. And making sure that you check on your contractors, guys. Don't just think, okay, they're working on the project and they're doing what they're supposed to do. No, you should show up and pop up every so often, because you have to think about if you're trying to get a certain timeline done. I like to buy my homes and flip them and have a potential tenant in there in 30 days.
Oh, you're not playing. All right.
Yeah, 30 days.
Get them
My
in and get
job
them out.
can't even barely get carpet off a boot, but you get stuff done in 30 minutes. All right.
30 days. So a very aggressive timeline for some people. And some of my colleagues in the industry laugh at me. They say I'm a shark, just with my timelines. But what else are you doing? Every day you should be working on the project, getting something done. If there is a lag, then, that's where I come into play and I should know what's going on. So,
So
and he
is
said it's
there?
for sale by owner, FYI.
yeah.
Which I was like, oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
So is there a way that you can see if somebody is not being truthful with you and has a lien on the house before you actually go through with the deal? Because I know you said you've done the bill of sale before, but like, can you see that stuff first?
Yes, and so you always want to do your due diligence, always. And what that looks like, you want to do a walkthrough through the house. You want to look for your VIN in your data plate. You want to go down to the DMV. You want to make sure that you talk to the title company to just double check, just to make sure everything is free and clear. Because what happens is that if it's not free and clear, they're going to tell you. Make sure there's no taxes owed on the home. And of course, if there's taxes for the year, I don't mind taking care of those sometimes, but nine times out of 10, I loop it into the final deal and just let them go ahead and kind of pay it off that way.
Yeah, and stuff like taxes is public knowledge, right? Like we can just go on the county website and look it up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is the person who, if it does have a lien on it, is the person who the company that the lien is for, is that also public knowledge?
No. So what in that case, what I normally tell the people that are for sale by owner, as Mr. Morgan said, you want to get them to, if they say, okay, I don't have a lien on the home, and I go to the DMV and they say that it is a lien on the home, then I want them to show me proof of paperwork from that company that it is free and clear.
So I'm sure it's been some instances where they just
Oh,
probably never produced
yeah.
the paperwork and gotcha.
Yeah, they ghost me. They ghost me all the time when they don't have all the paperwork together. Or it could be granddad's home and granddaughter selling it, and they kind of want to get rid of it. So I don't get into all that type of stuff.
Right.
Right.
So
right.
you just said something that kind of caught me, but I guess I missed it whenever you said it earlier. You said DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. Is it because it's a mobile home?
Yes. And so a mobile home is kind of similar to a car or a boat. And you have a title. You have a title for the mobile home, and it has a data plate within the home. It's normally located in the kitchen or either kind of like in the back in the master bedroom or bathroom.
Ah,
Interesting.
okay.
Never knew that.
Learn something new every day.
That's how you can keep track of the home. Now, if say for example, if the home was free and clear, and you know, maybe the officer would have to come out there. He's gonna look and inspect the home to make sure that it is free and clear. He's gonna look for the VIN number. So he's looking for all of those things if he's gonna give me a new title.
Got you. So what's the difference between a mobile home and a modular home?
Okay, good question. So a mobile home is a modular home is more structured like a home, but it's different. So they're both made the same. They're both made in a warehouse. Right. But the type is just a little bit different, but they still fall under the same category. Just the look of it is totally different. The things that they put in a modular home is more like a single family home. And then the mobile home is just a little bit different as far as some of the items. Now, in some of my homes, I do use real cabinets and things like that, but it could not, some of the mobile homes may not have real wood and all that stuff. So you have to think about that when you're buying a mobile home. You can get all the things that you want in a mobile home in a modular home. But you just have to sit down and talk about it. And of course, it's an upcharge if you go to like Clayton Homes and places like that.
Yeah, because I know like in a lot of I don't know if this is all counties or not, but I know in the counties like that we live in and the surrounding ones, they won't allow a mobile home in town in the city limits, but they'll allow a modular home in the city limits. I'm like, but they the same thing, ain't they? So I just kind of confused like what the difference is. Like, and you know, some people, you know, they saying it's just the look of it, like mobile homes have a bad name. Yeah. But why mobile homes for you? Why did you choose that avenue?
Because it is a low cost investment. And I can see, I'm already seeing a return on my investment, and I've only been in business since January of 2022. And my business is now on paper incorporated. It's about 8 months old. So, you know, I can truly see that it's a benefit in the area of a return, but at the same time, and I'm kind of going off of the tangent from your question because I thought that I wanted to really have a return on investment, but then I got into this, guys, and it started to be more of a purpose. I have people that reach out to me that need housing. A lot of people are without homes, and as you know, the market is starting to skyrocket. And so with that, so with that being said, mobile homes are you know, fairly priced, and I set the price upon the comps that are in the area, but it's more so now a purpose. It's a purpose driven. And it's beyond the money or anything like that. I really do love helping the people. I love helping people find the home so they reach out to me all the time, because now, you know, my business is starting to get out there. People are sharing my work that I've completed on their behalf, and it's good, you know, and they want to start investing in homes, and they want to do it with the low impact. So not a lot of money in, and they can own the home in like 5 or 6 years and be done with it.
Wow.
Car.
Right.
Well, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Go to the DMV. Okay. Before I ask my next question, Hunter said, checking liens taxes is free to check and is provided service by the county. I've seen owners sell their house and trailer to you for what the lien amount is, just for peace of mind. So there's
wow.
people out there that's like been paying on homes for years and years and years, but literally just want to get it out from under them and sell it for just what they owe on it.
Yeah. So if they owe only maybe I don't know, $5,000 and they want to do something else, I can take it off of their hands. So the type of homes that I take off people's hands is people that want to be free and clear of their home. Maybe they want to move, maybe they're old, go to a retirement home. I'll take their home. I'll update it if it needs to be updated. I'll rent it out or either sell it. Sometimes people may buy land and it's a mobile home on there. I'll buy it. I get a ton of free mobile homes.
Really?
Yes, a ton.
Wow.
Of free. Yeah, because people don't want to deal with the moving costs.
Yeah, I heard that's expensive.
You know what? I seen a house today. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
It's
once
funny
they
that
find out,
Mhm.
once they find out what I'm doing, they prefer to call me, and I'm so thankful. I'm just so thankful, you know. It could be that they just don't want to deal with the house at all, and that's where I come in. You have a lot of people that may have financial issues. They may have family issues, and they want to get out of their situation, and they call me.
Julia said she needs your info immediately.
Child,
I already have mixed
we
one.
all do. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this need to be a class. Like,
Bring
Well,
you to the
you know,
center.
I
No,
was
it's not.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. Not this year. Not 2022.
I was about to say we're
But
not over this year.
But maybe next year, after I get a few of my large projects out of the way, maybe in the latter part of the year, I was thinking about doing classes. I've had probably over 100 people reach out to me. And so we'll see who's serious about investing. You know, the class will cover business credit. It'll cover, you know, things about investing, like how do you find a mobile home? You know, how do you fund the mobile home? A lot of people can go through the bank, but 9 times out of 10, you can use other people's money to do that. How do you buy land for your mobile home if that's what you're looking for? How do you buy mobile home parts? So it's so many avenues. How do you wholesale? Like you can wholesale a mobile home too.
I need to talk to you too.
child.
And my mind is actually like really percolating because you know I work with the senior population for most of my career. Now I'm not, but the senior population, oh my God, I had so many people that own mobile homes, but then they going to a nursing home, and now this mobile home is sitting in this trailer park or mobile home park, and now they can't afford to pay the nursing home and pay the trailer park.
Right.
Because you know the nursing home gonna get all your money, but with $33. So I mean, I've seen so many people just lose. I guess just lose homes because their health has declined.
Yeah.
The family not gonna pay it, and I wish I would have knew you then, because I could have been like, help her out, because I literally had people just lose their home and the trailer park just took it over and now own it and rent it out, and they didn't get a dime. Because they didn't know what to do, and people and a lot of people at the time didn't care about investing in mobile homes because they thought it was too much work, or they thought, you know, they're outdated or whatever. Because her mobile home was, I mean, I think it was built or made, I don't know how you call it, built or made in the 60s. So they was like, that's gonna be more trouble than good. You know what I'm saying? So I really wish I would have knew you then.
Well, you know what? The opportunity is here now, and we really have to help people out. That's the ultimate goal. Hi,
Mhm.
stay right there.
What's
You
going
fine, you fine. You can mute if you need to while I read these comments. Um,
on?
look, Julia said she's serious. She ain't lying. She did ASS. She need it now. Even Donald Knight done joined said, I'm serious. I guess he needed too. Okay. Hey Donald, how you doing?
Hi,
Um,
Donald. Yeah, she said
mhm.
it's not, I can't, the comments are going by so fast, but I can give my information out. And so that if anybody is interested in mobile home investing or um, interested in rehabbing mobile homes for themselves, then certainly let me know.
I'm
Mhm.
definitely interested. So I do have a question. Besides free, what was the cheapest mobile home you obtained?
$500.
Girl, bye.
Hit me up at text time, okay? No. I'm like Julia now, dead. Okay. Wow, five hundred
$500.
dollars.
Being a little nosy, but you don't have to answer if you don't want to. And if you need to take a break with the baby, that's fine. But what was your return from the $500?
So I bought two $500 homes. One of them I returned it. I'm like I didn't want to deal with it. He had a lien on the house. So
Ah,
he didn't tell me he had a lien, and so that's one of those incidents where I gave you guys an example. Like, make sure
mhm.
that you just do your due diligence. The other home that was 500, I sold it. It was 6K.
Wow.
Now I didn't rehab that home. I
At
got it.
all?
No. So when you wholesale, you just wholesale. I'm not rehabbing anything pretty much. I mean, I may update the paint. If the house is well, together, you don't
Right.
really have to always update the homes necessarily. And so that's where your knowledge of how the home is, the condition that it's in, because I'm at the point now, people send me pictures, I can look at it and tell you how much it's assessing, how much you can sell it for.
Wow.
Child.
You need to become a consultant. Go ahead and add
Listen, when
consultant
I
to
be
your list.
sending you the houses, I'm gonna need for you to be like, Chastity, this house is worth this much.
For
Just so
real,
I
for
know.
real.
Just so I know. I'm still gonna send it to you, but I'm just curious to know.
Right, right, right. Julia said not so much a mobile home, but how to sell a house you bought, but houses more since the children moving out. So just one person home, maybe an extra room, maybe a ranch style. I think she said. Donald said, I just bought one for 10 grand, and that was the case with the elderly lady. So
Hmm.
he bought one for 10
Ooh,
grand for
he said it was a
2015.
2015 house.
Oh,
That's
wow, that's great.
That's a good deal. That's a
That's
good
really
deal.
great because a
Mm.
2015 home, I mean, that's brand new.
Right, right, right. Oh man, oh man.
what?
Um,
He said got 15 acres for
oh, you
what?
gotta steal.
Donald.
You gotta steal. So I do have I got another question. So
Okay.
for some reason, when I hear people say they want to own rentals and they want to be, get, have a rental property, that scares me for some reason because I'm like, you gonna get somebody in there, they gonna tear the house up, then you got to repair it, blase, blase. So what's your experience as being a landlord? I guess is the correct term.
So I'm 100% landlord. Currently, it is just me. And so that's why I said I have a three-part business because I also help run other people's deals too. So I help rehab their homes, and I get paid for you know managing their projects.
Hmm.
So as a landlord, I have a maintenance team. I have my contractors. So I'm managing those two people. And then I'm also managing my tenants. Um, sometimes, sometimes your tenants can be a handful in the beginning, especially. They're getting acquainted to the area where they're living. Trying to get settled with things. But I would say have automations in place. I am now at the point where I don't have to do much of anything. I am not the middle person anymore. I got an app, and they put all of their stuff in the app if they have
Okay.
any maintenance issues, and it goes directly to my team. Now my team always tells me if they need to, go out to the home or anything. But what I do is I communicate through that app. I do not communicate with them via phone anymore. It's either strictly email, or if it's an emergency, yes, I do
Right.
talk with them. But I also do inspections like every other month. Um,
Mm.
I've had my tenants to steal my appliances before. I've had them to
Wow.
vandalize my stairs that I paid like $500 for. So it's things that happens, but that's why you get a security deposit as well.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. That's a good point. Um, so I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm doing too much at one time and I just seen it. Oh, Chassie had to go to the bathroom. Per usual.
Okay.
So if someone is interested in this type of business. Well, I think you already answered that too. All right. So
Yeah.
in your opinion, passion and money are both necessary.
That is a very, very good question. So I think that you really have to be passionate about whatever business you own. It doesn't have to be real estate. Um, Being passionate about what your business is about is gonna really grow you in the end. You have to go in something with passion. And then the success is gonna come because you're passionate about it. You're moving in alignment with what your goals are.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think you need both.
Right, right, right. It's a lot of people who invest in business just because they think it's gonna make them a lot of money.
Right.
Um,
And you have to
and
realize the first 5 years you may not make what you thought you were gonna make.
mm,
And you gotta put in the legwork. You can't just think the first 6 months that everything is gonna go well. As I expand my business, I know I'm taking it to another level, and I know that there's going to be greater things that I'm going to run into, and we can meet again and talk about that, but it's definitely levels to it. I think that the money will always come, but you really have to be passionate about what you really love in life and sit in your truth on what that looks like, if it's really for you or if it's not.
Right.
right, right, right. Mm. You got anything else, Chaz?
No, she just done boggled my mind. I'm gonna be like sending a thousand messages, be like, I got questions.
So I just found her Facebook group or page, whichever one it is, and I put it in the chat for people who are asking for your information because
Okay. Thank you
we
guys.
apologize in advance that they like, we need it now. Oh,
Don't y'all think it's out there? She is a mama too. Don't y'all be
right.
messaging her at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Like, let's be considered. So Donna was saying that the one he bought was a tax foreclosure.
Gotcha.
So that's how he got it at such a good deal.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So I didn't mention that, but that is another way to get homes. Is like auctions and tax foreclosures. Um, I mean, driving for dollars is the best one though. Like driving for dollars. Sometimes you can get houses on marketplace. Um, but I find a lot of my good deals, homes, they look kind of bad on the outside, but when you get in the inside, some of them are not messed up.
Mm, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Um, and Donna was saying that you can go to the courthouse and check county foreclosures because it's public info.
Which I knew
You
that.
can, but I
Mm.
don't. I mean, I'm not gonna do more work than is needed. I'm not gonna do that.
She's like, baby, it's coming easy. It's coming easy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, that's good, but I work a 9 to 5, so I don't have time to go to the courthouse. My best option is to actually go out there and drive on Saturday mornings, and I run across a lot of mobile home parks that have homes that are open,
Mhm.
and they want to. What the deal is that with mobile home parks, um, they make money off the lots. It is called lot rent. So
Right.
when they see me coming as an investor, they're like, okay, if you're gonna rehab it, go ahead and rehab it and take it off of my hands. And they
Mhm.
enjoy having me because I can get each house done. I have a mobile home park in Fuquay. One house is out there, and it's like several others that are just open. So as
Wow.
I take my time, and then I'm building up that rapport and relationship. So if he has other homes, he's gonna call me first because I got all the rest of the homes nice and pretty for him.
Mm.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. Tara said it seems like you also need vision to see raw parts or old structures and visualize the final result. That's amazing. Sound like you did
Yeah, yeah. You have to have definitely the basic knowledge, Tiara, about just investing in this type of homes. Because with the single family home, I mean, they don't look as bad as these mobile homes. Some of my homes have holes in the walls, the floors are messed up. We have to rip them up and start from the beginning. So it's a brand new home for most
Mm, got you. Got you. Got you. And then Donald said it's online as well. I just seen a home and 4 acres for 22,000. I'm guessing that's like a brick and mortar home, maybe. I don't know.
Mm,
Yeah, that's not
mm.
bad. It's not bad at all. Oh man, we flew through that. That's all the questions.
people.
And you
That's
gave
all
a
the
lot
questions.
of good
Man,
information. Like I'm gonna go
mm,
back and watch this tomorrow. And
right.
Yeah, and let me know if you guys have additional questions. I feel like a lot of the things we discuss is very, very high level, and so there is a lot that needs to be broken down, and so that's what a class eventually is going to offer is the more one-to-one services. But right now the goal is to focus on larger projects outside of the mobile home realm. So stay
Mm,
tuned.
all right. All
I
right.
can't wait.
Tierra said I need the money to start to invest to start. Hey, $500. You get
You
five
gonna
hundred dollars
need
together. Okay.
You can use other people's money.
Right. Right. Elon Musk did. He brought Twitter with other people's money. Don't y'all think
Mm,
that was his money?
mm,
Or you can
mm,
wholesale. You can wholesale a property. Mr. Morgan has experience in this if he's still on the call, but wholesaling a home is you found a home. Um, you don't want to deal with it. Maybe you don't want to flip it and all of that stuff. But what you can do is find a end buyer. And a lot of paperwork goes into, well, it's not a lot of paperwork, but it's paperwork that goes into the wholesaling piece because you want to make sure that you get the seller locked in on that contract to state that they're going to give you a certain amount of days to wholesale the home. And that gives you the opportunity now. Like myself, I have a whole buyers list, so about 200 to 300 people that are currently looking for houses. And
wow.
so what I do is when I find a home that may not be a good fit for my portfolio, I would just wholesale it. And I would offer it to people that are interested in buying it. So I have no money in. All I am is the middle person of the deal.
Mm,
And I'm getting them to actually sign the contract. And then I would have a end buyer price. And that's how you make your money.
so
I
do you have
saw
oh, go
that.
ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
so I actually saw somebody that do that on TikTok. I'm pretty sure it was TikTok. And like I went through a couple of his videos and he actually does it in North Carolina, so he say. But I thought that he was lying. And I was like, this is just too good to be true. This is too good to be true. Every video that I looked at. But he pretty much said that he does that. He was like, he will see a house, he will find people that want to buy it, and then he's the middleman that don't actually put in the money, but he
Yeah.
gets his money back. And I was like, that doesn't make sense.
That
How
sound
is that
too.
even
Mm-mm.
possible? But you
Right.
just said it. So now I'm like, I can do this.
So do you have to have a real estate license to wholesale?
No, you don't. Not at this moment. To wholesale, no deals. You do not need a real estate license.
Hmm.
And that's why I choose to be a real estate investor versus a real estate agent. I mean, you're doing pretty much the chunk of the work. by finding a buyer and finding the potential seller. Because sometimes they don't always come to you. Sometimes you may have to find them, you know?
Right. Gotcha. Oh man.
Yeah.
So Mr. Hunter said most of his deals are owner finance.
Yes. So a few of my deals are owner finance. And so basically what that means is, and Hunter can kind of elaborate on this piece, but I buy the homes, I flip them, I rehab them, I get them beautiful, and then I sell them and I put them on owner finance. It's a contract between me and that potential buyer. Now they're gonna buy the home for said price, and then they're gonna be on that pretty much agreement for 5 to 6 years, however much the remaining balance is on the loan.
So
And
you're like
so
the lean person, pretty much.
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Got you.
Yep. So once
Um,
I set that agreement up, if they do not pay it, I take the home back.
and you still got all the money that they did pay.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win either way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ooh.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Tia said, let me use your money, please. You take these kids, I give you some money. No, I'm just like,
I'll take them.
I'm just playing. Tia said, great information makes me feel like I can do it honestly. That means you explain.
You
you
certainly
got me
can.
excited. You got me
me
excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
You certainly can. You know, you just have to really focus on what your ultimate end goals are. What's the exit strategy for all the homes that you buy? Just think about that. Because everybody don't flip. I'm an exclusive and serial flipper. Everybody does not flip. I love to flip homes. I love to go out and pick out the flooring and the lighting and the paint. I love to do all those things.
I want to do that.
In my mind, I'm like, oh my God, that's money. Is what I'm thinking in my mind right now. Like, I gotta go buy carpet and paint and knobs and a fridge or whatever it is. Like in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, it's just
Light switches.
right.
But it's funny
Yeah.
because even when me and Sunshine, we always have conversations about like buying houses and stuff. I always said that I wanted a house that I could rehab.
Yeah.
So-
give me the new build.
You know, as a landlord, I think as a landlord, when I think about my investments, I buy the nicest things, but it's within a set price range. So I don't go crazy on the things that they have in the house. They have the necessities. I buy a nice fridge, stove, and refrigerator for them. Sometimes a microwave if they have like the little up top part. But you know, finding those deals, you want to stay within your budget. You don't want to go outside of your budget. You know, I have a lot of people that I know in the industry that spends a lot of money on their mobile home investments with like the material and things like that. But make it look nice. You know, I found countertops for $100 at Lowe's. Like you literally just have to go out and scout for your supplies and find them at a good price. You know, you can find cabinets that are beautiful and practically new off a marketplace. So, you know, things like doorknobs, Amazon, lighting, Amazon. You know, so I'm dropping you guys some gems so that when y'all get started, you can just, yeah.
Child, I'm about to get started.
Maybe 2023. It's Christmas time. But yeah. Hunter said wholesaling is like a consignment store. You get the item, but if you don't sell it, you give it back to the owner. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
literally are losing nothing.
Yeah, you're not losing anything. So you can set the contract for 30 days, and if you didn't find anybody, you're not
Well, you
losing.
tried.
Yeah.
Hunter, put your information in the chat box too.
Look, he over there talking about Terry, you can. Tell us we can too, Hunter. We ready over here. Okay.
I'm about to be getting on both of y'all nerves. This is great. I'm so excited.
I
I am
get
so
on his
excited about
nerves
this.
all the time. I'm asking questions about, because his experience is a little bit different from mine, I think. And so, we collaborate together and I'm able to ask him very high level questions because something about the industry is that you want to stay pure and authentic to yourself. So,
Right.
and Hunter knows this, like, when you set out to create a business, your business and your brand is who you are. And you want to be truthful when you're conducting business. And that is something that I've learned in the mobile home realm is that you will meet scammers. You're going to meet people that are not good. And so, yeah, just take that with you guys. Is that it's just so important to just be authentic.
Mm, mm. That's great. That's
I got
great.
one more question.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I got to answer.
So,
Uh,
as a Black woman, do you sometimes feel like you get pushback?
um, Surprisingly, no, not as a Black woman, not yet.
mm,
But as a woman in
Woman.
general,
Hmm.
yeah, I get pushback because all of my workers are males. And so I currently don't have a woman team. It would be cool to have a woman team if I find them, but currently all of my workers are males. And surprisingly, all of them are, you know, they have been in the industry just as long as I have. And,
mm.
when I come on site, they know I'm there to inspect, make sure that my project is going as it should be. But they know I don't play either. Time
Right.
is money, and we need to get this house done in 30 days.
You serious about that 30 days?
She
30,
said-
31.
Yeah.
Okay. 30.
It's day 25. It don't look like it's gonna be done at 30. I need y'all to wrap this up. Yeah, 5.
Wrap it up. Well, Hunter said you the pro, Mimi. He said you the pro. And then he also said you both heavily distance yourself from people who aren't authentic.
Yes,
It's
it is
hard
very
to sometimes
easy.
because people is good at this act. They good at acting. Okay.
Well, in this industry, it is very small. So if you are out here, not being truthful and authentic in your business, people will know. And so you just want to take what you learn and really grow your business and focus on your goals. Don't get greedy, because I find that a lot of people in the industry get greedy when they start seeing how much money you can make over a short time frame. But it's not about the money because you can make that over and over and over again.
Right.
Right.
Right. Well, one more question, and I know we at time. But what does a mobile home in 2022 rent for?
Oh, rent for $1,500, $1,700 if it's a 2022, 23. If it's like the mobile homes that I invest in currently, the youngest one that I have probably is like 1991. And depending on the comps in each area. So
Right.
in Lexington, North Carolina, mines are renting for like $500, $600. Um, but I have land and a setup in Hamlet. I'm probably gonna run those maybe 550. So
Yeah.
it's just like a single family home. They have comps. You have to make sure that you're staying in line with what the rental rates are in the area. So you can't go and say you're gonna have a mobile home that's going for, I don't know, $1,500 when it's really supposed to only be $550.
I
Oh,
swear
child,
they
I
be
done
happening
seen
in
those.
Chatham County,
I
honey.
was
'Cause
gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm like, this thing been there forever. And they renting it for 1,800. They paying more in that mobile home than I am, and I gotta, I'm in a house. So I'm like,
And they could be on
especially after
Section
COVID.
8 too. It could be on Section 8. So you never know like how the structure of the home is being funded. So that is another area that a lot of people, kind of go into, is Section 8 funding, where you could
Mhm.
price it at a certain rate based upon the comps in the area, and the house has to be updated and things like that. So,
Right.
I would say a brand new mobile home, minimal, the minimal payment or the minimal amount is probably about 100K, 115, and up. So
Wow.
mobile homes are starting to be the next thing that people are looking to invest in. They
Right.
have all types, all styles, double wide, single wides, the modular home styles. So,
Right, right. Oh man, well, this was so good. Oh my God.
thank you, ladies, so
We
much.
learned so much. I'll let Chaz take us out. Take us out, Chaz.
First, I just want to say that we're gonna have to have you on again because I want to know about land and paying the
Okay.
contractors.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Part
that's
two
a whole
coming
other,
soon.
it's a whole other area.
Yes. So we would definitely have her on again, y'all. She dropped a whole lot of gems. Her information is in the chat, but we are going to post it on our page whenever we post it so
Yep.
that you can reach out to her. What was I about to say? If you want to sow in the ministry, because it costs to do this, you can
It
hit us
does.
up at money sign occasionally posh. That's on Cash
Mhm.
App, baby. Send us some coins. Also, I do want to point out that Sunshine had said the other day that she wanted to buy meals for a family or multiple families if possible, for Thanksgiving, and we can also do Christmas as well. So if you
Mhm.
want to help us fund that, you can also send the money to $ occasionally posh and just put in turkey or Christmas, and that
Right.
way we know what to use the funds for. We plan to buy groceries for people. We're gonna do that. Also, please like, share. What else am I supposed to say? Like, share, and follow
Always.
us at
Subscribe. All of
Occasionally
that.
Posh. We are on all the platforms, baby. You can find us everywhere. We are even on iHeart, baby, because we is the bombs.
Go ahead, now.
We is out there in these streets. What's next? I forgot.
I usually do this, Mimi, but I've been making her do it the last 2 weeks. Go ahead.
Right. So if you have any show suggestions, I don't know
Uh-huh.
why I can't talk. Or if you would like to be a guest on the show, please hit us up at occasionallyposh@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Occasionally Posh on our Facebook and Instagram, or you can hit up me or Sunshine personally.
Right. Right. That's good. You did it. You made it. So again, we are live every Wednesday at 9:30, but we also load the podcast via audio platforms like Spotify, iHeart, Apple, Pandora. We're on Amazon, whatever the Amazon podcast is. I'm
You
blanking
name
now.
it.
We're on all of them. So if you ever go, you watch it, watching it is great. But also if you want to listen to it on the way to work on Thursday or Friday, depending on the week, you can do so as well. So thank you again, Mimi, for joining us. Don't leave yet because we
Thank
want to tell you
you.
thank you offline as well.
Okay.
But thank everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week at the same time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know you.